cause I chose today. Stop letting this cloud thinking that it's here to stay. Nothing but my legacy.
Yo, cut that music.
Bring your best and I bring the beast.
Hold on, what was that? Hey, yo, Fayetteville, y'all having a good time or what? But let me spit this to you real quick. I'm sure at one time or another, y'all could all relate to the fact that someone laughing and doubting you for wanting to make your wildest dreams a reality, huh? Because honestly, in my life, all I've ever been told was that you're not good enough, you ain't never gonna make it out, and all you're gonna do is be a statistic of the same streets that you come from. But what did I do to that? I turned all those words into fuel that lights the fire that has me standing here before all of you as one of the best wrestlers in the world. Now, just like I promised my baby girl a couple of weeks back, tonight I'll make another promise, this time to all of you, to everyone at home, to everyone that's ever been told they're not good enough, that they're never gonna make it. I will sit at top of the throne and become TNA World Champion.
Hold the phone. You want to talk about the throne, you better talk to the king.
There's Frankie Kazarian, the Call Your Shot Gauntlet Trophy winner, who is scheduled to face the TNA Hall of Famer, Rhino, tonight on iMPACT.
And look at that trophy. It's even got its own scarf, Tom.
The throne? Wait a minute. The only throne you're gonna be sitting on is a dirty toilet somewhere in the Bronx, kid. If anybody is gonna sit on the throne, it's the king of TNA, Frankie Kazarian. Now listen, Mike, I understand that you defeated Moose. Good job, that's one win. That may be enough to impress these idiots. But it does nothing to impress me. You know what's impressive? This, the Call Your Shot Gauntlet. I won this fair and square at Bound for Glory by myself. You know what this does? Do you idiots know what this does? This guarantees the king a shot of any title for 1 year.
Yo, Frankie, it looks like you and that trophy of yours smell like straight up douchebag. And all that thing tells me is that you got a shortcut, while guys like me and a lot of the guys in the back have scratched and clawed for an opportunity of the top spot. All right. Now, before you came out here and I was so rudely interrupted by your obnoxious, delusional ego, I wanted to put the champ, Nick Nemeth, on notice and let him know that there's a real contender in line, unlike this scrub. But since you out here, I got no problem cracking you over the head with that corny-ass trophy.
Okay, wait a minute. Look it, let's go ahead and put that hot Puerto Rican temper in your back pocket, because I would love to embarrass you and send you back to the streets you came from right now. However, I have prior obligations, and I gotta embarrass Rhino again later tonight, but I wanted to let you know that I am gonna be at Turning Point, and I'm going to be keeping a very close eye on the Nick Nemeth, Eddie Edwards world title match.
You know, it's funny that you bring up Turning Point, because the reality is, I don't have a match yet.
Me neither. I'm taking the night off. I've earned it.
Nah. Right here in TNA, there ain't no nights off. So, Santino, I know you back there watching, because you always like to come out here at random moments. You don't gotta come out here. Shut your damn mouth. I'm gonna go back there, and I'm gonna let the man know. How about, what do you think? We make this official. Frankie Kazarian, Mike Santana, Turning Point, and I could whoop that ass all over that building.
Requested that night off months ago.
The people have spoken. So good luck tonight against that man beast Rhino. Cause there ain't no more running for your bitch ass.
Oh, wait a minute! I thought it was scheduled for later on tonight.
Yeah, so we all did. So did Frankie Kazarian.
Let's do this thing right now.
His opponent from Detroit, Michigan, TNA Hall of Famer, the War Machine, Rhino!
This is ridiculous. Kenny, he's gonna have to do what he has. The man hasn't done his squats. He hasn't properly cocoa buttered up. There's so many preparation items that he has not had a chance to do here.
Oh, and he's just run over by the War Machine, who got a warm reception on NXT inside the 2300 Arena in Philadelphia recently. He's just getting started against Kaz. This match continues, picture in picture.
Frankie Kazarian in an absolutely ridiculous scenario here.
Took my water.
Yes, he probably needs it for himself later
He
on.
just threw it.
Yeah, he'll get it later.
Stop it.
I'm trying to control him, trying to teach him what athletic ability requires, something he's never been privy to. As Frankie Kazarian now is being absolutely man-beast handled by Rhino.
These two have been wrestling each other for nearly 20 years. I think it was a match once upon a time in Rahway, New Jersey. They battled a lot as a part of a Fortune versus Evie 2.0 in 2010. This is actually their first singles match in 14 years.
A rivalry renewed, if you will.
Yes. They also tangled in the Call Your Shot Gauntlet match on the Countdown to Bound for Glory.
Oh yeah, that one where Frankie Kazarian pinned Rhino in Detroit on the night he got inducted into the Hall of Fame. That one.
After Kazarian low-blowed Rhino, if my memory serves me right.
Hey, who walked out with the trophy? Who walked out with a future title shot of anyone they want? Frankie Kazarian did, the king.
Oh, God. Spine first into the apron. What a moment it was for Rhino to be inducted into the TNA Hall of Fame in his home city of Detroit, Michigan. Was so emotional that night at Bound for Glory, but well-deserved. A man who was one of the pivotal signings of this company in its early days and main evented the very first Bound for Glory event in 2005.
There's no doubt Rhino has had an indelible impression on the history of TNA and professional wrestling in general, of course, all over the world.
Ooh. Now Rhino sent to the steps by Kazarian. Kazarian rolls back inside and would be very happy to take a count out.
Frankie Kazarian's got his own imprint on the history of TNA as well. There's no doubt about that. A man who's called this company home for so long over the past 20 years.
Count of 7 here from the official. Rhino's got to the count of 10 to get back inside the ring.
And will it be over just
Count
like
of 9,
that?
and the man beast beats the 10 count. And Kazarian is all over Rhino.
Not even letting him breathe for a second after getting back in the ring. That's what makes Kaz so effective. Like, shout out to Kazarian here on zero notice, almost, getting into this fight and now absolutely dominating Rhino.
Well, hold on a second. He was scheduled to face Rhino tonight. It's not zero notice.
For
What are you
hours
talking
later.
about?
What do you think he's just standing
Hours
around there
later?
doing squats in the back like a nerd?
The show only goes for a little over an hour. What are you... And we are back here on TNA Impact. Frankie Kazarian, the Call Your Shot Gauntlet Trophy winner, one-on-one with the TNA Hall of Famer, Rhino, tonight in Fayetteville, North Carolina.
And as I was just alluding to during the break, Tom, I mean, Kazarian here performing like a steed out here.
Steed.
Absolutely. I mean, on zero notice, the man
He's
got
a horse's
ready
ass.
to... You shut your mouth, you bite your tongue, and do it at the same time.
Oh.
This man is such an athlete, unwarmed up, unprepared for the man beast out here. Match was supposed to be hours later.
Unbelievable. Oh, Rhino was scheduled to face Frankie Kazarian tonight. Kazarian took the time to get the face of Mike Santana before the commercial break. Called Mike Santana a scrub and said that Kazarian's going to be the first one to the TNA World Championship because of his Call Your Shot Gauntlet Trophy and not Mike Santana.
But Mike Santana's done a lot to get himself into contention at the top here.
Cover, hook to the leg and a kick out.
But there's no denying Kazarian, with that Call Your Shot trophy, has the opportunity anytime he wants. He can call for that matchup for a TNA World title shot if he wants.
Knee right to the midsection of the TNA Hall of Famer, and now it's Kazarian going for the trophy, trying to use it as a weapon, and our referee disarming Kazarian.
That's a little presumptuous that he was going to use it as a weapon. Maybe he was just going to try to shove it in the face of Rhino to remind him what he didn't win at Bound for Glory.
Rhino tosses Kazarian back inside the ring, who's got that scarf. Our referee Daniel Spencer trying to take the scarf away now.
It's part of his ring gear.
Oh, and a low blow using the middle rope. The referee didn't see it. Here's the cover. Shades of the Call Your Shot Gauntlet and Bound for Glory. Rhino able to kick out, however.
No doubt the toughness of Rhino, but what a strategy by Kazarian there.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, still to come tonight, we'll see the TNA World Tag Team Champions, the Hardys, team up with Ace Austin to take on Trent Seven, Jake Something, and Hammerstone. Also, the brand new...
Cover here from Kaz.
And a kick out by Rhino. The brand new X Division champion, Moose, and JDC, the System, will face Leon Slater and Laredo Kid. Also, Savannah Evans is in action here in TNA Wrestling after jumping Laying Lee recently here on Impact. And also, we're going to hear from Joe Hendry right here in the Impact Zone after he joined us on commentary last week for the main event between Nemeth and Myers. That certainly got complicated after the fact.
Oh, good. We'll hear from Joe Hendry, as if we don't hear from Joe Hendry enough. Joe Hendry's got to be worried about people like Frankie Kazarian. Anybody, quite frankly, who wants a shot at the TNA World title needs to be worried about Frankie Kazarian.
Oh, should be worried about Mike Santana, Mike Santana, I believe, is going backstage. Hold on a second. Cover here. And Rhino able to stay in it off that arrogant cover by Kazarian. Santana went backstage to find our Director of Authority, Santino Morello, to request
to politic
to face Frankie Kazarian at Turning Point, which goes down 1 week from tomorrow, Friday, November 29th, live on TNA Plus in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, as a part of WrestleCade. Kazarian and Santana right now, neither of them have a match for Turning Point. Might as well face each other.
Kazarian put in a written request for a night off, the proper 6 weeks ahead of time. He showed me. He texted me a picture of it. We text all the time. So this would be an absolute violation of Frankie Kazarian's rights. And just like right now, Rhino is violating his physical safety.
And now Rhino laying into Kazarian and dropping Kaz. Rhino certainly reinvigorated off of his appearance in the old ECW arena, the 2300 in Philly on NXT recently. Who was that guy he speared? Was his name Robbie?
Something like that.
Cover and a kick out by Kazarian. They gored him right out of his boots.
But right now, he's struggling to keep pace with Frankie Kazarian. He's opened a window here, but he's got to keep his foot on the gas if he wants to keep the King down for good.
Big shot to the face there by Kazarian. Two men who've been battling each other for the better part of 2 decades in professional wrestling all over the world. Up on the shoulders now.
Oh, wait.
Oh, trying to set up for the chicken wing. Kazarian slung away. Big left there from Rhino.
And no doubt about it, Rhino. That's a difficult man to try to tie up in any kind of submission.
The man beast.
The size of a door. And twice as thick, and now he's got Kaz line!
Oh, was calling for the gore. Kazarian trying to sidestep him, hold on, shoulders down. Kazarian and his foot on the bottom rope and gets the win.
Here's your winner, Frankie Kazarian.
The referee didn't see Kazarian's foot on the rope.
Yes! By hook or by crook, a win is a win, and another on a way to a potential world title shot.
Well, Frankie Kazarian by crook steals the victory tonight. The question is, will Santino Marella make it official for Turning Point? Santana versus Kazarian.
Well, if that match gets made, it'll be another example. See, this is what I'm talking about. Letting Rhino know exactly who he is, exactly what Kaz has under his belt now.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh! Gore! The TNA Hall of Famer gores Kazarian.
Kazarian, the King, absolutely disrespected here tonight at the hands of TNA's